Welcome back, everyone. This is Allison Ingraham, and I am here at the 2017 MegaCon in Orlando, Florida. And I am hanging with filmmaker and new author Chris Widdop. And we are hanging down in Artist Alley. So thanks for hanging with us, Chris.
Thank you.
So tell us about your book.
Well, it's a fantasy series about a cat who becomes a ninja to try to save the world.
That's an interesting little topic.
Oh, yeah.
So, this is your first book, so congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Where did you get your idea and your inspiration to write your book?
Well, it's based on my animals I had growing up. Velcro is actually my cat, who I had when I was a kid growing up, and most of the characters that occupy the world are based around other animals either we had or like friends, like neighbors had. So it's just taking these animals, and like really capturing their personalities and like the antics they got into, and
yes,
just like creating a story around it, really bringing their own stories to life in this, story.
Oh, that's fascinating. So, how did you begin your writing process? Did you intend to start, just start writing, and then, while you were writing, wanted to get it published? Or, do you know what I mean? Did you always have publishing a book in mind when you started writing your stories?
To an extent. I mean, I guess initially I didn't envision it originally as a book. I envisioned it as a comic.
Oh.
And so I did spend a while looking for an artist and didn't really find anything. So I decided, well, I can't really draw that well myself, but I can write. So I wrote the book, and then I released the first book, and as luck would have it, the guy who would end up becoming my artist, he read the first book and he loved it so much that he personally reached out to me, and then that's how we created a comic book out of it as well. So that's just how things work out sometimes.
Yes. Oh, fascinating. So, what kinds of books do you read? What authors, or have any authors, influenced you in your writing?
I would say one of my favorite authors most recently is an author named Patrick Ness. He's recently starting to gain in notoriety because they just adapted one of his books, Monster Calls, into a big movie.
Oh,
but
nice.
no, I mean, I really I love the way he writes. I love the way he uses the medium and just takes advantage of it in a way that most people don't. And I'm not saying that I'm anywhere near that, but I don't know. I find something about that just inspiring. So I just really just treating the medium as its own thing. Like doing stuff with it that you can't do with anything else.
Right.
I mean, I really dig that about any format really. So yeah.
Very good. Describe your mundane details, like how many hours a day did you write? Did you draft on paper? Did you use a computer? How'd you start?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm an over planner probably. I mean my full series outline is something I've written years and years back that I still refer to this day.
Oh.
But then like with each book, I'll write like a full outline for the book, and then once I start actually writing, I'll break it down into like a chapter outline before I even attempt to write the full chapter out, which I'll be referring to. So I'm super detail oriented, as I go along, and I'll, as much free time as I have to work on it, is like time is valuable, and I hate wasting it. So as and time is limited. So as much time as I have to work on it, I try to spend as much on it. So.
Do you have any writing rituals?
Rituals.
Kind of hanging out, having a beer, whatever.
I mean, I guess I have certain places I like to go out to. Like I'll go to certain coffee shops around town, and that sort of thing. I found that I'm not that productive at home, so that's why I'm always out and about when I write, and I'm productive as a result.
That's interesting. It is. You just kind of relax at home, right?
Oh yeah.
Do you like meet and greets and signings?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's always they're always interesting. You always meet a lot of interesting people, and it's great. It's great meeting new people to try to make new fans, and it's great when people who've been keeping up with the series so far come back. And they're like, because I just recently released the 3rd book, so at some of these events I've been at, just people coming up to me, just excited, like, oh, finally it came out, so it's like, yeah, that's really cool. It's a cool thing.
Tell us a little bit about your filmmaker. So tell us about your filmmaking.
I've released 3 short films so far, filmed and released them. They're available on YouTube right now. But I mean, film is definitely my medium of choice. It's it's a lot harder than writing. It's a lot more collaborative with a lot of people. It's also a lot more expensive, which is the main reason I'm focusing on this for the time being. But I mean, I love film. I love movies. I love visual storytelling, and I try to, sort of like my Patrick Ness example before. I try to take it as much advantage of the medium of film whenever I tackle it, as I can. Not just telling a story, through dialogue, but telling a story through the visuals, So.
Okay. Yes. Anything coming up for you after this?
I'm going to be at Tampa Bay Comic-Con. That's coming up in July.
Oh, nice.
And I'm sure there'll be other events coming up. And the 4th book's coming out soon, so watch out for that.
And where can people find you?
I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. VelcroTheNinjaCat.com. If you just look up Velcro the Ninja Cat or Chris Widdop, you'll be able to find me on Facebook, Twitter. So,
very cool, very cool. Well, guys, it's been so much fun hanging with Chris Widdop today. Don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment, let us know what you think of today's show and our guest. You can also check our guest link below. Remember to subscribe, log in, and stay tuned to see who we're hanging with next. That was awesome, Chris. Thank you. Wow.